Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope everyone is doing good. If you can hear me clearly, please type a one in chat. Please, 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 because I don't know if it's working. This is the first time I've used the wireless mic. Extreme Paranormal, it's good to see you. Please drop your link in chat. Does it sound okay? I'm nervous. Does it sound better than the big bulky mic? I hope so. Um, so I have a wee bit of a surprise for you guys. Hotspot, it's good to see you. Good to see you. I'm so excited. So I hope you guys got a good laugh out of the title, The Big D. It's way better. Awesomeness. So first, I have a surprise. Check it out. Ooh, what is that? I love it. I love it. It's so good to see you, Hotspot. Mwah. So I did some decorating. I hope you guys get to enjoy it. It doesn't look so bleh in the background. So what I was saying was, I hope you guys enjoyed the title, The Big D. And it's not Dallas and it's not penis. Okay. So the big D is the big vitamin D. So yesterday, during my live stream yesterday, we were talking about cortisol levels and certain things that can cause your cortisol levels to go up. And so, are you laughing? Don't laugh at me. And you can't laugh at my little stick figures either later. Um, so it's kind of weird because I can't hear myself. So this is really like, now I really feel like I'm talking to myself. I don't even get to hear myself echo. Um, I digress. So the big D is the big vitamin D. So vitamin D helps combat cortisol levels. Let's see. Hotspot said, it sure helps with depression. I found that out. Yes, it does. So even in the winter time, like you can like jump in a tanning bed and it will help with like reducing those cortisol levels and the stress levels. Yes. Barefoot. It's good to see you, Lovey. Long time no see. So I made some little flashcards for you. Hope you guys get to enjoy it. I don't know if you can really see it though. This one I think I did a little too light, but this is the sun. So you can get D from the sun. Can you see it okay? It's probably too light. I probably did it too light. So things that you can get vitamin D from is like UV tanning beds, natural sunlight, supplements. This is supposed to be a little pill right here, but I don't know if you can see it. And these are magic mushrooms. I'm going to have to do these in a darker color because this just isn't cutting it. I think this one turned out much better. You can actually see it. Hooey on me. I guess you live and you learn, right? So you actually get them from little fishies. There's a little fishy right here. I know, don't make fun of my little fishy. And then we also have like your breakfast cereals. So you can get vitamin D from your fortified cereals, etc. You can also get a boost of your vitamin D from vitamin K. So a great supplement is vitamin D3 and vitamin K. I got this at Costco. It's fairly inexpensive. This thing is amazing. I have one of these every day. So you have mushrooms, supplements, regular sunlight, tanning, and the natural sun. And don't forget the fish and cereal. Aussie, good to see you. Welcome in, love. So that's what we'll kind of be talking about today. If anyone would like to join me, you feel free to jump up. I will drop the link in chat. Oh, why am I out of the corner? Was I put in the corner? So as you guys well know, I had quite a hiatus. Inky, tainted, whatever you want to call me, Rhea. I wasn't feeling really good, and I had to have surgery. It started off as a blockage in my legs and in my abdominal aorta. And what they did was they went in there and they put a stent in there. And they took like what looks like, I guess, like a little baby bottle brush. No, I'm just kidding. A little baby bottle brush, and they cleaned out my legs. And so I guess from Like the abundant amount of stress that I was having in my life at the time contributed to my cardiovascular issues, being that I was fairly thin and I it wasn't like I had a lack of exercise, but it was an abundant amount of stress, the high amounts of cortisol, and things happen. So the area that was blocked was like down by your belly button, and so you have this like long artery that goes from your heart down through your abdominal area back by your spine, and then it drops off into your legs. Well, that was the area that was around my abdominal area actually started going like this, like it was bulging out. And what happened was it started dissecting, which it was pulling, there's like two layers in your arteries, and it was pulling it away from the outer layer in your artery. And that's called a dissection. So they ended up putting a stent in there. Anyways, and so they had put me on some things like statins and some other medication like Repatha. I had to take this shot, and I've been very religious about it. I had to take this shot every other week. And this thing is amazing. I'll tell you what, if you have cardiovascular issues, tell your doctor that you want to get on Repatha, because this has, I think, is what helped save my life other than the surgery itself, to be honest. And if you eat greasy, fatty foods, and I was raised on greasy, fatty foods, that can build up over time. John Smokes, it's good to see you. Welcome in, love. It can build up over time. Let me, you know what? Give me a second. Let me start. Okay, it was actually start for me, so I don't forget to say thank you to Extreme Paranormal for that $9.99. Thank you very much. He says you are beautiful. I love the new tainted sign. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, it's over here. Only because everyone just calls me tainted. They're just like, hey, tainted. At any rate, so if you eat greasy foods or whatever, or you're having cardiovascular issues, or you have a sense of it being harder for you to get around, like harder for you to walk, a burning sensation in your legs, the only way that I could explain it was that it felt like I had been on a treadmill for like a year, and I had a lot of built up lactic acid. That's the only way that I could explain it to the vascular surgeons, the cardiologists, etc. And I was just like, it just feels like I can't walk. Like I have lactic acid buildup in my legs. And so I went to multiple doctors, and one of them put me on a statin, which did absolutely nothing. And then I got a hold of my past cardiologist in San Diego, and he's like, hey, I need you to get on this Repatha stuff. And that's this. This was the miracle maker. I could literally walk the day I took it. And I walked as much as I could, but still, it could only hold off for so long till they had to go in and do the surgery. And it was, I think it probably pushed me out about another 2 years. But that's why I hadn't been around, because I was just not feeling good. I wasn't getting around very well, and I was putting on this abundant amount of weight, which takes us to the cortisol. So I didn't just gain weight like menopause weight. I gained weight like I put on 54 pounds in a very, very short period of time. And if you go back and see some of my videos where they were very sporadic, you can see I was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And that was, I believe, the cortisol levels. It was putting pressure on my adrenal gland, which there's still a tumor on the adrenal gland that needs to be removed. But I also think that is from the high levels of cortisol and the stress that was being put on my body at the time. So the second thing I need to talk about is the Mounjaro shot. So my hopes and dreams are that the GLP-1 shot is going to help lower those levels to where that the tumor on my adrenal gland will, kind of shrink down on its own without having to go in there and really have that removed, because I'm not really a big fan of wanting to be put under. So I'm trying to do things as naturally as possible. Oh, my little thingy came out of it, my little plug. So Keep up on your vitamin D and your vitamin K. So cortisol is the second topic. So cortisol is your stress hormone, and it can be stress from trauma. It can be stress from, say, like a big move. It could be stress from family stress. But what cortisol does is it regulates your stress response system, and it also regulates your metabolism and your immune function. Now, most of you know that have ever been around me for very long know that I have lupus. And so I really already have a compromised immune system. So those cortisol levels, they were just up, 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 up. Wait, 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 wait. And what happens when you gain weight? My cardiovascular system was taking a huge hit, huge hit. Let me jump through these real quick. These um, chats real quick. I don't want to miss anybody. So let me stop for just 1 second and just say hi to everyone. Hotspot, it's good to see you. Extreme Paranormal, it's great to see you. If you could, don't forget to drop your link in chat. Please check it out. We'll be having some paranormal activity stuff going on in there. Hotspot, love you much. Aussie 1276, it's good to see you. We can't forget bare feet. I love calling them bare feet. You talking to me barefoot? Let's see. It's been going on everywhere. Looking for you, hot. Oh, barefoot, I think, has been trying to hunt down hotspot. Let's see. John Smokes. It's good to see you, darling. I was over at Leanne's and Dale's put me. Oh, they put you in the corner, hotspot. Tell them how naughty they are. Uh-huh. See how sweet. Everyone is so sweet. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. I have cardiac aneurysm. Inky. So far, size is stable, so no surgery yet. Scary stuff. It is very, very, very scary. So when they first noticed mine, it was I went to the hospital into the ER, and I went via ambulance in a shirt, and that was it. And it was probably the most embarrassing day of my life because I went to the ER in just a t-shirt, no undies, no nothing. And I was just in excruciating pain. And the paramedics had to carry me basically out of the tub and, take me via gurney. But the pain was so bad, like I just went unconscious before I even made it to the ambulance. And they did a CT scan. As a matter of fact, at that time, um, my bestie, who I haven't got to see for a while, she was on the phone with me. Um, and I miss her dearly. But anyways, she was on the phone with me and she was just like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? Whatnot." And I thought it was just gonna be like, maybe like I'm a female, so I was worried like maybe it was like an ovary or something. And no, it was not. It was they're like, "Nope, you got a blockage right here." And we'd do the surgery, but we don't take that insurance. And I was like, what? What doctor in the right mind with I mean, in their right mind would be like, "Oh, we're not going to do the surgery just because I don't take your specific insurance." It was the biggest line of BS I'd ever heard. So I can totally understand and relate. Barefoot, it is very, very scary. When they told me that, and then I saw a specialist at Stanford, and he goes, "Oh, we'll just put you on a statin." That statin did nothing, nothing. But I can say this Repatha shot, I went from a cholesterol level of 200 down to 0. 0. I promise you, it works. It's amazing stuff. So if you need it, I would talk to them about it. Also, don't forget to take your vitamins. Let's see. Hotspot says barefoot. I had a lot going on this year, and I don't chat as much as I used to. I can understand that. I had a lot going on this year, and I didn't really mean to make such a hiatus and be away from everybody. It had nothing to do with any YouTube drama. It didn't have anything to do with that other than me just taking care of me. And trying to get me back on board where I could be here for those that enjoy spending time with me on here. Hotspot says, I had a gallbladder taken out 5 days ago. Wow. What happened, Hotspot? You should share that with me. Um, I hope you're feeling better. That's I heard that is very, very uncomfortable. Right. A breakaway is good. You know what? Lower that stress level for sure. We have a friend. Let's see your face, G2K. Okay, we know it's you. You can turn it off if you want. Oh shoot, where'd you go? You done left me. I stopped by to show Inky support. We go back a long time. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You know, I really do miss playing those bingo games. Oh, I will drop the link again if you need, hon. Welcome in. I'm the real G2K. Barefoot. I remember Barefoot way back in the salty days before he even had his little music channel. And I love hanging out over there just listening to the music, but I didn't chat much because, a lot of things were said back and forth, and I just didn't want to get involved in it. I didn't care what anybody said about me. I know me, I know who I am, I know my truth, and that's all that mattered to me.
What's up, sweetheart?
Oh my good, I can hear you. Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. Do you know how to get all this to work?
Oh, hang on. I'm cutting out real bad. Hang on.
No, I hear you just fine.
No, you're cutting out on my end. So I'm
Oh,
cutting out. You know what I mean?
oh.
Yeah. Hang on 1 second.
Hotspot says, I have a tendency to talk too much. I have a tendency to not talk enough, I don't think. Barefoot says, I remember the
Okay.
first time Inky came on Salty's panel. We were all getting so old. I know, that's what it feels like. It seems like it was forever ago.
I can't believe I've been doing this for going on almost 4 years now, dude.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
There's been a lot of good times and a lot of rough times. But what I can say is everything always pans out in the end. And we can't hold that hate or anger. I was told that I should be really angry at Kaylee, and I can never be angry at Kaylee because I put myself in a position to share information or share a statement or share, you know, how I felt at the moment with somebody. And I am accountable for saying whatever I've said. And that's just how I feel about it. If the people that didn't like what I said didn't like it, that's their own beans and rice.
They can go on not liking it, and it really doesn't matter, does it?
Not really.
Not everything we say is going to be accepted and liked by everyone, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think
You
a
know?
lot of things that have gone on have really disappointed me um, in situations. You know, putting people out on a platter is not for entertainment, and
No.
I think that a lot of that was very hurtful, and um, that's all I have to say, really, because I'm not going to get
Yeah,
into it. That's not why I'm here today.
that's right.
Barefoot said he said it's so scary. I'm terrified of surgery. I am too. But if you think about it, that type of surgery, I'm not sure where yours is located, but that type of surgery, they had me in like this twilight sleep. And it was quite funny because there was this big giant television screen to my left. And I'm laying on this very, very cold gurney. And they would knock me out, and they were in there with this stuff, stitching me up and fixing things and whatever. And I would wake up and I'd be like, I would see my innards on the screen, and I would freak out, and I'd be like, I'm awake. And then they would knock me right back out. It was quite funny, but they didn't have me completely knocked out, like with what is it called when they put the
They
thing
didn't have you under complete anesthesia.
yeah, that's it. So they only had me in the twilight sleep where they could like knock me out and I would wake up on my own. But I can say honestly, I was up walking within 6 hours of having that surgery,
That's
and it
crazy.
felt freaking amazing. And it's been a year. It was a year in August,
Yep.
and I just walked the Grand Canyon. I I walked through parts of Yosemite. Um, I'm able to get up and do the things that I wasn't able to do before, and it's been like the most exciting and exhilarating experience for me. And I'm just like, oh my god, like I did all that walking. You know,
Yeah.
that was the first thing I said was I walked 5.66 miles when I couldn't walk 10 feet. You know? And a lot of people didn't really know what was going on other than, Inky was not feeling good. She was really, really sick. That's it. Because I really didn't like I don't even go on Facebook and post my personal problems. I don't go posting a bunch of drama. I just kind of like hide in the corner. So if something happened to me and I was really sick, nobody would know until somebody else called because
Yeah.
it's not
There was
something I do.
there was a few of us that knew about what was going on.
Yes, very few. And you're one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I told you this when I went and did the clown motel. Remember, I go one of the
Yep.
reasons why it was because I was so embarrassed and I was so ashamed of the position that I was in that I didn't want to be on camera. I didn't I didn't want to have to feel to explain myself of why I was looking the way I was looking. It was depressing me.
Yeah, I get that, but you should never let that like look at me, you know what I mean? For instance, I'm barely 5'5", I weigh 250 pounds, I've got no teeth, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like I'm not living this life to impress anybody besides my higher power. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I do. I do. I
You know,
understand.
and my wife, my son, my daughter, they're kind of the same way you are. They get like I'm a nut, I'm a freak. You know what I mean? Like I do crazy shit when I'm out in public, and it's how I cope with being in public for one. And 99% of the time, the people I come across, I'm never going to see them again. So I don't give two shits or squirt. What the hell these people I'm never going to see again think about me, or if they even think about me ever again in their lifetime. And it's been that way for me since like ninth grade. You know what I mean?
And I totally understand that, but I think at the time when I was really
Yeah. No, I
feeling
get it.
that way, I didn't know how to because you would hear, how do I say this? You would hear some people talking in other chats like, "Oh, we thought Inky was dying and this and that." Hey, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen in December. I don't know what's going to happen in April. I don't
I
know
don't
what
know
the
what's going to
hell's
happen
on
in
my
five
adrenal
minutes from now.
gland. I
Yeah.
mean I don't know what's gonna happen with my adrenal gland. All I know is that there's a mass that's on there that's growing quite quickly, and then I'm really hoping that the medication that I'm on helps either shrink it or stop its growth process until they can get me in there to surgery, you know?
Right.
Um, but I guess I don't wanna be a creator that comes on and is just like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," you know? I wanna be able to be inspirational to other people and help people get through their trauma and show them that there is another side to domestic violence. There is another side to, that kind of trauma, and you can still come out good. You can
Yeah.
still be okay. And that is like making a facility that can home domestic violence victims that have animals was not an option. And there is only now two in the entire US, and me being one of them in the entire US. And so for me, that is like OMG. Like I get to really make a huge impact on lives that in other words wouldn't have a place to go.
Yeah.
They would end up
Yeah.
having to get rid of their animals. They would or end up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to
No,
me,
I get
that
that.
is
Like,
the most amazing thing ever.
Like I get exactly what you're saying. Like, and I think I'm in that same spot you were in. Like that's why I haven't been myself here. Since I got hurt in May. You know what I mean? And
I remember
like
we talked about this on the phone, remember?
yeah,
You said you
like
weren't.
it's really fucked with my self esteem. It's really I mean, it, and my content creating has gone out the window. Except for today's Awareness Monday. Today's Awareness Monday was a good one, I think. So,
Today was good.
but
Today was
like,
good. Today, if you guys haven't checked his channel out, today's live was amazing. He was discussing children and the internet and how dangerous it is. If you have children, keep them away from Roblox and keep them away from Discord. They are the two most
Roblox,
largest places that
Discord,
predators hang out.
Snapchat is horrible.
Mhm.
Telegram, keep them out of all that shit, man.
Yep.
Like if your kid, like I would be one of those ones. I would be totally okay with us passing a law that if you're not 18, you can't be on the internet.
I would be totally okay with that.
You know?
But I can relate. You have to
Yeah,
remember, I came across my daughter's Discord once. I came across and saw things that I was like, "Are you freaking for real?"
yeah, yeah,
And now, not to exploit my family's personal issues, but she has come across people that have put her in a position of depression
yep,
and doing things to herself that are harmful. So,
yeah,
she has again been pulled back off the internet, back out of school for her own mental and physical well-being,
yeah,
because
yeah,
it is a dangerous place. And if I have the ability to homeschool, psh, I'm doing it.
yeah.
I mean, I homeschooled her for many years and said, "Oh, she needs socialization." And but yet, is
Fuck
it
that.
really that healthy for her?
Yeah, for real.
You know,
I,
when you
you
get
know,
bullied at school, is it healthy for you? No.
yep. Yep, I've been there. I know that path. You know what I mean. So like, and that's kind of where it's kind of where I'm at. You know what I mean. Like, I don't want to. I want to come up here and be. I want to inspire people to do better because it's the
Yep.
right thing to do. And I can't. Like, I'm having a hard time with some shit. You know what I mean. Like, and I don't mean I keep on getting brought up and shit. But my financial situation is so screwed right now. Like it's just and that's all part of it, you know what I mean? And like I don't
It's
want to be that guy that keeps up coming up here, but like it's taken forever to get back around to where I was at, man. So
And
uh,
sometimes it does, you have to go full circle, and, I mean, I've been there. Trust me, I've been there, and I completely and utterly understand. I do. I think anyone that's had a lot of trauma in their life, they've had trauma itself makes you go through these emotional ups and downs. It also affects your careers, it affects relationships with family members, um,
intimate
and
relationship, your personal relationship with your children, your parents,
mhm,
everyday people, man.
yeah. And so when those types of things happen, then it just compounds the issue. It just makes the issue worse. It really does.
Yeah, it does.
And then you're like, you get into this weird funk. You're just like, well, shoot, I have this, and now I have this on top of it. So uh, it's about learning to micromanage those little stressors in your life and say, this is what I had this little habit builder thing for. Like, do you do vision boards?
No.
Vision boards work really, really, really good. This little habit builder paper I showed yesterday. I need to figure out how to share this on my page, maybe in a community post or something. But um, like, say you have something uh, like a stressor that you're trying to get rid of, and normally, like, say for someone who drinks, right? They want to
Mhm.
replace it with something, or someone who smokes, they end up replacing it with something like food because they have the hand to mouth
Yeah.
fixation. So, and no, I haven't quit completely. I've tried. I did quit, but then I started
Daddy
again,
didn't-
and
My
then I
daddy
quit,
didn't
and then I
no
started
quitter.
again.
My daddy didn't raise no quitter.
Right? But maybe I'll send this to you via like an email or something, and it can help, and it can talk about like you could write down your like little notes in here, and maybe that can help micromanage like switching. Like when something's going on, you can like figure out a technique to switch it back off instead of it being able to dwell in our minds. So when I first went through my trauma, and you know what? I want to say it differently because now I'm owning that trauma. When I went through trauma, I was like a train that I couldn't get off the track. It was an everyday conversation. It
You
was
were
brought up
like
every single day.
Jelly Roll says, you were a southbound train on a hellbound track, just one way, just that's how trauma one track minds you so bad, and that's one of the hardest things to
Yep.
get yourself derailed off of. You know what I mean? And you literally got to derail yourself off of being on that one track train like that, or it's not, or you're not going to ever get nowhere.
So then you have to pick up something and say, okay, I'm on this train. What can I start a little habit that would be a healthy habit that would help me when I get on that train to jump back off?
I
You know what
choose
I mean?
If I choose poetry.
You choose poetry and you do amazing at it. If you haven't checked out his book, he needs to drop it in the link. He needs to drop the link to his book in the chat. Says you guys all need to check it out. It's a really good little book.
I don't have it. Another link.
Maybe Sugar can drop it in there for you. Let me
Oh.
catch up with chat. Hotspot says, girl, I was bloated and I weighed a lot. Cortisol stress. Yes, yes, yes. Did I mention how much I gained? It was like 56 pounds in a very short period of time. And I mean, I was buying new pants. Like I had yoga pants. Who grows out of yoga pants? Nope, Inky did. I grew out of my yoga pants. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like they were so tight, they were giving me a muffin top. For real. I'm telling you, cortisol is evil. It can be good, but it can be very evil. That was the StreamYard link. She said, then ended up in the hospital with pancreatitis. What gave you pancreatitis? Was it your cortisol levels? Were you on a medication that did that? Oh, because she dropped 30 pounds very quickly. Yes. So that is something that comes along with the Mounjaro or Zepbound or semaglutide, any of those medications. If you lose weight too quickly, you can end up with pancreatitis. Right on Inky, that's the way it should be, Barefoot says. I know I'm probably so far behind. I'm trying. And they took the gallbladder and I have no appetite at all.
Oh,
Oh
you
no.
know how to gallbladder either?
Yeah, she said she just got it out 5 days ago.
Oh, dude, it's so it's so miserable. Like there's so many things that I can't eat anymore, and oh my god, it's horrible. I hate it. I hate it.
G2K, out of the whole time you've known me, however, have you ever seen me without a monster in my hand?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm
Now
talking
it's water. It's electrolyte water.
nice.
That's all I drink, electrolyte water or magnesium water. So I
I
put
drink
this in it.
water.
Yeah, no, it's magnesium breakthrough and it's like raspberry flavored or it's raspberry lemonade flavored. And I put a scoop of that in my water with some what is it called? Electrolyte powder. I put that in there. That's all I drink all day long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, nope, I'm lying. I'm lying. Inky lying. I did have this much Coca-Cola today. So like once a week, I get like this much Coca-Cola.
Um, I need to stay away from. I tell you what's bad for me are those nosses, man. Oh man.
You know what? I loved my Monster. It was like this really cool fruity flavor. And I drank it from the time I got up to the time I went to bed, but it would take me all day to drink one. Unless I was streaming, then I would probably go through two. But it's 200, no, 54 grams of sugar. 54 grams of sugar, I think.
That's a lot of sugar.
It is a very lot of sugar. And mind you, I was not diabetic. So, but what happens is from drinking that amount of sugar for so long, it can cause you to be diabetic.
Right.
It's like drinking ketchup. 54 grams. I think it's 54 grams. I don't know. I don't have a can around me to check it for sure, but I think it's like 50 something grams of sugar. So, you know what a little sugar packet is? That's 1 gram. So, each of those little bitty 16-ounce monsters had 50 something of those in there.
Yeah.
50. That's like this much sugar, this much soda.
Yeah. I had a cousin, like, she literally drank 6 rock stars in like 4 hours and it killed her.
Wow.
She had a heart attack and died right there on her fucking computer, man.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what was she drinking?
Rock stars.
Goodness.
Yep.
Hotspots asked who's on panel. So this is G2K. Yes, yes, yes. He also has a domestic violence essay awareness channel. So please feel free. Someone drop his link in the chat.
They got to be moderators, or they can't.
There is a moderator. Is he
I
on
don't know.
his A game?
Like,
So Barefoot said his is in his aorta in the curve at the top of his heart. So there's one of the arteries goes up like this and then it comes back down. So his little blockage, he said the word earlier. It's not the dissection, it's like an aneurysm. There's a little knot up there. So I don't know. Barefoot, would they still go through your groin to go in there and fix that? They went through my groin.
yeah, we just had a 29 or 31-year-old friend of ours have a heart attack a couple days ago. He's diabetic. He's diabetic.
It's scary. I'm telling you. I've had more scary experiences in this last couple of years than I have in my entire life. Barefoot says, that's awesome, Inky, that you're feeling good. Your pictures of your travels are awesome. I have had so much fun. I'm just saying. Extreme Paranormal says, you've come so far. Yeah, you know, he's got to watch me be at my worst of my worst. Danielle, so good to see you. I have missed you so much, lovey. She's such a sweetheart.
I see her around from time to time.
Yes, on my adrenal gland. I think she was talking to me. Hotspot, were you talking to me? Yeah, there's really there's no services if you have animals. There is no services for those victims except for 2. That is it.
And maybe a third one in the future.
Yes, maybe we'll start a trend. Yep. Right. Oh, I don't have my little pen up here. Oh my goodness, never mind.
See how you are?
I know, I'm missing my little it's a pen. I showed it last time, and it's about protecting your animals in situations when you're in situations like that. The seriousness of it is if you get in a situation like that, you'll end up having to give your animal to a shelter. Now, what if you have a big animal or you have chickens and ducks, and what if it's your therapy duck? For goodness sakes, I'm saying don't laugh. It could be someone's therapy duck or a therapy chicken. You have no place to take those types of animals. You don't have a place to take horses, cows, goats, sheep, none of that. Dogs and cats, you have to put them, they have like little individual animal shelters that you can send your animal to. But what happens if perhaps you don't get them back out in time? You may lose your animal. That would really suck. Hotspot says, I would like to catch up with you, Inky, and come on panel with you on a time that's not too late. It's 11:30 here and I have to be up early. Okay, love. Well, guess what? So I am going to make it a point that I'm going to start doing daytime lives instead of evening lives. I hope that sounds good to everybody. Because there's so many people that go live in the evening that I enjoy watching. G2K being one of them. He also has a little karaoke show that I didn't get to sing yesterday because I didn't have my mic stuff hooked up right and I had puppies running around. But yes, he has that little fun shindig. Would that be it? A shindig? Yeah.
You can call that.
Yeah. YouTube is a negative place. It can be very much so. I haven't been able to keep a job this whole year from being in pain hotspot. I bet. She says she'll catch up with me soon. Take a pic of it and post it from the PC in the community tab. I'm going to have to try that. Barefoot says, hang in there. Hang in there, Hotspot. I hope Hotspot feels better. She needs some rest. She just had surgery 5 days ago. I feel horrible. It's the book is called Break the Silence.
That was one of the worst surgeries I've ever had in my life, dude.
Did you have yours taken out too?
Yeah. Well, they actually don't take it out. What they do is they leave it in there. They just clip the exit line because there's like a line that goes in and a line that goes out. And it anyway, they clip the lower line and they put a band clamp around the lower line and they just leave it in there.
So it doesn't have blood flow or hormones or anything.
Well, no, it doesn't. It's not. It's you see, your gallbladder produces your stomach bile and shit.
Right.
And
so it's no longer produce it.
No, it don't. But there's a chance. There's like a 25% chance that in the future, within like 10 years, it'll start leaking, and you got to go in. They got to do it again and shit. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that's all they do is they just go in, they clip it, they clamp it off, and they sew you back up. It's five little incisions. But I'm telling you what, like
painful.
I'm telling you, because I don't do pain pills. You know what I mean? I don't take pain pills. And
if we took him to the hospital when we did, he would have died.
Yeah, like I laid around here in tears for 3 days straight, and then finally I came up out of the bathroom. I tried taking a shower, I couldn't do it, and I came up out of the bathroom. I looked at my wife and I said, "I got to go to the hospital." And when I say that to my wife, she knows it's serious. Like I got to go. And like I remember them giving me a shot of fentanyl, and I checked in and they hit me with a shot of fentanyl because of the pain I was describing and shit. I remember waking up, I was in the fetal position and I had all these doctors standing around me. I was like, what the hell's going on? They're like, we got to take you into emergency surgery. We need you to sign this paper. I don't know what I signed. I signed it. And then I woke back, dude. Oh my God, dude.
You had to have felt way better afterwards.
Actually, it took a couple months before I felt any better. Like
really?
I'm not gonna lie. I had to have like even just to sit up, You can't. It's hard to explain. Like you can't sit up without using your chest muscles. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I had a breast reduction done. I know exactly what that feels like to have stitches and stuff in there. It's like you're stuck. Like, don't move, don't muscle. And I had 2 C-sections, so I can relate.
Dude, I went back to the emergency room 2 different times, and I said, "You guys can X-ray my chest because you guys left something in there, dude. Like I thought they left a scalpel or something. Like I'm not even joking. It's the second worst surgery I've ever had in my life, dude."
Do they put air in there? When I had endoscopic surgery, they put air inside your insides so they can see. And that air gets up under your diaphragm. It's excruciating.
Oh yeah, and it's not easy. It's not just something you can pat on the back and burp it out. You know what I mean? It's a bitch.
I tell you what, I got a funny story to tell you. When I went on this medication, this GLP-1 medication, it feels like, okay, it kind of makes your stomach feel full, but it also gives you something like, not like acid reflux, but kind of like you have to burp a lot. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know how to get them out. And I was like, burp me. Cause that's what I felt, like a baby that needed to be burped, like it was so painful. It was, I had never felt anything like it. But then once I figured out, how to move that air around a little bit, it's been fine ever since. But man, I'll tell you what, that first week I was like, I felt like an infant that had colic. That's what I felt like. For
I
sure.
felt like a full grown man that literally wanted to just throw the towel in. Like oh, and like there's so many things that I can't eat anymore. Like cottage cheese is one of the worst things that I can eat, and it affects everybody differently. That's why I was asking earlier what like like and right now, and it's fluctuated actually. I can't eat hamburger anymore either.
Is
Root
it the
beer,
grease?
I don't know. And root beer, I can't drink root beer is one of my favorite things in the world. I
Wow.
can't drink beer anymore. Sausage, yogurts. I barely like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I couldn't eat any yogurt. I can eat yogurt now. It's crazy. So, and now,
ice cream,
potatoes,
ice cream
ice cream, fucking
runs right through them.
kills me. Oh, it kills me. So, I'll
I
eat a
wonder if
milkshake.
it's the dairy or the grease.
I'm not sure.
Milk's just fine though. You can
Like
drink
milk's
milk.
just fine. I can drink milk just fine. Like potatoes are starting to really screw with my stomach and like with it and
Eggs.
eggs. It's ridiculous.
Hmm. I wonder if it builds up some kind of like
Yeah.
sulfur gas in your stomach and it agitates it.
Oh, it's the most excruciating bowel movement I've ever experienced, and like in tears, like ready to die, on the toilet.
Oh, mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
I know that one. Or you feel like you're giving birth. You're like if I
yeah,
had to explain what that kind of pain feels like, it's like giving birth, but you don't get a baby. Yeah.
yeah. It's
You
like
get the baby.
it's like passing the kidney stone without passing the kidney stone.
in the other end.
It's more
Yeah,
painful for a dude though.
yeah,
Past kidney stone.
yeah.
Extreme says liquid IV. Yes, that's what I use. I use liquid IV. It's
I'm not an IV
I love
user, so I don't like that stuff.
that. it's
Shut up.
it's the enzyme um electrolyte for your drinks. Oh, I got this at the dollar store. Look, it says Harley Dolly.
All right.
Barefoot says, "Oh yeah." Let's see. Make sure I haven't forgotten anyone. Unfortunately, Barefoot says, unfortunately, they can't do the cardiac aneurysm fix through the groin yet. It's a cracked chest situation. Oh no. The surgery comes after I reach 5 millimeters. I am at 4.8 now. Oh my gosh, Barefoot. Oh, that is not good.
You
Do they have you on Repatha, Barefoot? I don't know if he's still in here. Therapy chicken. A therapy. Oh, you potty mouse, you. Did you read what he said?
I was gonna say the same thing, but he beat me to it. So everybody
I
needs a
like
good
daytime guys.
therapy cock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. And I guess it goes with the whole big D idea.
I guess it does.
Going through the big D don't mean Dallas. Okay. Anyways, singing is not part of my day job. So,
No, no, that's why you hang out with GTK.
yeah, but you sing much better than I do.
That's your opinion.
So here, let's run over this real quick again. So
Ow.
high cortisol levels cause fatigue, and it is your stress hormone. It regulates your stress response. It also regulates your metabolism and your immune function. Symptoms of having being out of balance would be weight gain, acne, heritism. That's when you get like hair in weird places, ladies. If you start getting that little peach fuzz, yeah. Diabetes, hypertension. You could grow a little mustache like Inky. Yeah. Osteoporosis, depression, headaches, cardiovascular disease, and it can even cause reproductive issues. And the ways that they can test for it is through your urine, your saliva, and through imaging. So if you're having high cortisol levels, then we need to go back to the whole healing from like PTSD and stresses and CPTSD that I was reminded to put on there today with CPTSD, which is chronic post-traumatic stress. Complex. Or chronic. Isn't it chronic too? Don't they say,
It's
is it just
complex.
complex? I have
Yeah.
CPTSD because
Me
PTSD
too.
is from like one instance where mine was over a long period of time.
CPTSD comes in from like basically the C stands for childhood.
Oh, that makes
That's
sense.
that's how it was explained to me. So like I have an extreme case of CPTSD. 2 years ago, I was only diagnosed with PTSD because CPTSD hasn't been that widely known over the last 2 years. It's just something that's really came out over the last year or so, and like it makes sense if you break it down for what it is and what they call it and how they look at it. It makes sense. It comes from complex trauma as a child, continuously for a long period of time.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Extreme Paranormal says barefoot. It is a wonderful med for cardiovascular. Yes, it is. I'm telling you, I will put everything in me on it. That it is what kept me alive for this last 2 years. I will think no other way.
You know,
I
it's
was
kept
this
me
close,
for the last
this
2 years.
close. YouTube?
You know
No,
what's kept
your beautiful wife.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. It's your beautiful wife.
Oh, thank you.
She's amazing. They have an
Oh,
amazing relationship.
you guys have no
G2K
idea.
and Sugar Glider has an amazing relationship. They have a bond that is not everybody gets to have, especially when you have a lot of trauma in your past. When you have two people that can relate over trauma and be able to be sympathetic to the other person, it's amazing. It's truly amazing.
Don't let me bullshit anybody. She's my knight in shining armor.
Oh,
I'm dead serious. I mean that shit. Like I mean that shit. She is my knight in shining armor. She saved me. So it is what it is, you know. And for that, I owe her everything I could possibly give her. You know what I mean?
she's a sweetheart. She said
It
she's gonna
is.
go ghost hunting with me.
Mm-hmm. I said, okay, baby. Yep.
So if you guys don't, and you have, this might even help with just help lowering stress or getting your cortisol back into shape. Is I did show you this one, right? This vitamin D, D3, DK, because the K helps the D.
Yeah, the D always helps my book though.
You don't need anything. Okay. And then you can just take plain vitamin D. This is also from Costco, vitamin D3. And then, oh, that's not the right one. Then don't forget magnesium is also good. So those three will help regulate, your, and I think I'll write them down underneath, when I'm done with this live, I'll write them down in there. And then for barefoot, definitely ask about the Repatha. It's called a Repatha Sure Click pen, and it is 140 milligram pen, and you only take it once every other week. So, and it's a little thick, so when it's like air injected in there, it stings a little bit, but I tell you what, it works amazing. Definitely ask about it.
I'm gonna go get my blood taken.
Oh,
Danny, did you read what Danny just wrote?
I did. My wife, Danielle Illuminati says, I hear G2K continuously praise his wife like the goddess that she is. It really is such a beautiful thing. And like, if you guys ever, if you guys really knew the situation, like, it would really blow your mind about my wife and I. Like, we've been together since the day we met.
I think it's adorable.
Since the day we met.
And I got to meet her.
Yes.
The only person on YouTube that knows what my wife looks like.
Yeah, she's amazing. She is.
She is.
Oh,
She
thank
really is.
What's that little restaurant that we went to?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. It was so good.
Oh, it was.
Bees everywhere.
It was
Yeah.
so good.
Dude, it's the best. It was some of the best bacon I ever tasted in my life, dude.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Okay, I got it. You're gonna laugh at me. Okay, so today I was like, oh my gosh, my medication is, my medication's starting to wear off. So I'm getting like this hangry, like hungry, like you never been hungry before.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, okay, I think I want a BLT.
Damn.
And I had not just half of the BLT. Nope, I ate the whole thing. But let me tell you what, this bacon, it
how many
wasn't
bees
like,
was on that LT?
huh?
How many bees was on that LT?
Oh, I don't know. It had to be at least 5 slices.
Oh
But
damn, girl.
it was smoked. It was
That
smoked
doesn't
bacon. I've
change
never
the
tasted smoked
fact that it's
bacon.
bacon. Just because it's smoke doesn't change the fact that it's bacon.
I know. Shh.
Let her
But
finish.
still,
Let her
it
finish.
was smoked. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I've never had smoked bacon before. And it was like, oh, I was drooling.
It was like the bacon was making love to your mouth. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's how I get
I
That's
was
around.
like, oh, tongue. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like my potato soup. You have no idea how much bacon I put in my potato soup last night.
Oh, did
Shut up.
I did. I put probably almost a 2-pound bag
Yeah,
in there.
you did. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yes, so Danny says you can tell that she has a beautiful soul, and that's what matters the most.
Aw,
Amen.
you.
Well,
Amen.
that's a fact. That's a
Aw,
fact. I
thank
won't
you so
deny that.
much.
But she's definitely got some other things that are very beautiful too. So
Stop it. Stop.
what? What?
Mm.
Your eyes amaze me. Your ass
Oh,
is
see, you
banging.
all have a dirty mind. You were gonna think he was talking about her boobies.
Oh no, I'm an ass man.
Inky, you have no idea.
I don't even think I could get a BBL anymore.
You know what? I'm so disappointed about that. We only raised $10 for that. You know that? Nobody
Do
wants
you
me to.
know when I called around and they were like, well, what's your medical history?
Oh
They were like,
shit.
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're like, I'm sorry, we can't work on you.
Oh,
No.
Medical problems. If you have medical issues, yeah.
I wonder if they'd even
If
give
you
me.
have any, right, if you have blood thinners, if you have any kind of cardiovascular issues, they won't do it.
Well,
They
there
won't
goes
do it.
that. There goes that fuck. I'm shattered. I'm
That's
shattered
scratched
now,
off one
dude.
off the list.
I'm shattered now. That's fucked up.
I was shattered because I was like, no, you know what? For the price that we could get this done in Florida, for like that would cost for for just one of us to get it done somewhere else in like Southern California or something. I'm like, both of us could get it done.
Yeah, and trust me, I got
Nope.
enough. I got enough up front. They could just take it from up front and stick it around back. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, Danny's laughing, Extreme's laughing. Yeah.
But see, the thing that you don't know, I don't think, is like it's for real. Like we probably would.
Oh
We
no,
probably would
I've
raise
seen
money
pictures.
for
I've
the
seen
BBL.
pictures.
Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If we actually put a picture of my actual ass up there, oh yeah, we would have made money for sure.
There's a lot.
Ask Cardi Dad and Remy. They seen the bare butt. I sent it to them both. I was like, here you go. And Scotto. I was
Oh my goodness.
kind of drunk.
Oh
but,
yeah.
You know, it was
Oh,
a dare.
yeah.
I was dared, and then I was double dared. So what happens on a double dare? You never give up on a double dare.
No, they did not just do
Double
that.
dog dare.
And guess who took the picture?
Me.
Sugar. I would hope it was only her.
I handed it. Most people would be like, "What, yourself? You take a selfie?" Hell no. My wife's taking that picture. I handed the phone and said, "Babe, take a picture of my ass." She's like, "You're not," and I said, "I have to."
Well, it's
It's a
not
double
like I've
dare.
never seen you. I've only been married to you for almost 20 years. I mean, pretty sure I know what your ass looks like.
Remy about fell out of the chair when he seen it.
He didn't think you were going to send it. He's like, whatever, GTK.
Wow. Danny, you're welcome to come up if you want. Extreme, you're welcome to come up if you want. Are you going live tonight, G2K?
I am right now. Like, you don't understand. Like, you don't understand. My wife and I have missed you like fucking no other. Like, I don't need to go on YouTube live stream right now. I'm on one right now. I'm hanging out with Pinky. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like,
Just like old times.
Oh, Do you know I just figured out how to Charlie, she showed me today on how to forward the stream. Like, so say I'm done with this, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna forward you guys on over. I can't remember what it's called, but forward you
Oh yeah.
guys on over to
Yeah.
G2Ks. She
Yeah.
showed me how to do it today on her stream today.
Shoots um,
It's
redirect.
through, it's
Recheck,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's it. I know how to do it now. See, I learned something.
Oh wow. One of these days, you need to really try to help me get my microphone set up, man.
Yeah, you can always call me.
Well, not always my brain doesn't work. Okay, I'm usually stoned out of my mind.
Well,
Maybe that's my microphone don't work.
I have not contributed that at one bit.
Nope, you haven't. Wink, wink, wink. Wink, wink, wink.
No, not me. I am innocent.
Speaking of which, I need to dial up the Buck Theory because we're just about out and broke. I'm just saying, like, what do you do?
Light it up.
I-
Danny, did you see my sign?
That's badass.
You
That's
like
bad.
it? I just got it today. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Because
I bet-
behind me, it's always been so boring since I changed the studios over. It's always like really dark and morose back there. And so I got some little lights on the sides, and then that came in the mail today.
Oh yeah, look even cooler over there. Look even cooler over there.
What?
A badass tapestry that's sitting right behind
Yeah,
you.
there's
Can't
one. I
tell you.
think it's out of state right now, though. I think it's.
Well, shit. Maybe if somebody wasn't scared to send their address around,
Well, I was supposed to be there. Remember?
I know, dude. My whole family, oh, dude, it was bad. It was
I
bad.
felt so bad. That's like we're supposed to meet up with her and
Inky's like, okay, GTK, it's been 3 days without no reply. I know something's wrong.
I was stressing out. I was like, hey,
we just kind of died.
I was like, Extreme, this isn't like him. Like, he normally is like, hey, how you doing? Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I hope he's all right. I hope there wasn't a car accident or something. And I was about to start calling the wife.
Yeah.
I was really, really, really stressing out. I was just like,
well, then you would have really
what's
stressed.
going on?
You wouldn't be able to get a hold of Sugar Glider either because we were like, all four of us, my wife, my son, and daughter, dude, we like died for 5 days straight, man.
It's crazy. And I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, there's all these missed calls and all these.
It was like 400. I had over like 3,200 YouTube notifications that I missed. Like,
yeah, see, he says, right here. Yeah, she was really frantic. Yeah, I was stressing. I was just like, that's not like him. I'm like, okay,
sorry.
I'll go hang out with my son at the San Diego Zoo. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right, well, there is that,
That was awesome. And I walked all over the zoo. Do you know how big the San Diego Zoo is? I mean, even my son broke a sweat, and I was just like, what's going on, guys? Let's go.
I think it might be the biggest zoo in the United States. Maybe in New York too, though.
I know. I drove by Danny's and everything, and she didn't even wave at me through the window.
No, I didn't even answer your phone.
I even went down by LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have swung by there too.
When you coming back around?
I'll be up there in December.
So see that'll be even better. That'll be a better time to go to Lava. Like I would actually enjoy.
They're redoing some stuff in the hottest pool anyway.
Yeah,
right
they're reconstructing the pool, the big hottest pool and shit. And like in December when it's snowing and shit in those hot pools, that's when I enjoy myself because I don't like the heat. I hate the heat. I take cold showers usually. You know what I mean? So like. But
it's just so relaxing. Like
it's cool.
So it's just amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it'll be even funner.
Danny says she didn't know I was coming by. I'm gonna have to message her next time and be like, okay, I'm on my way through.
But as far as Harley Dad goes, you definitely stopped by the second time.
No, I didn't get to because I messaged the message and I was like, okay, I'm on my way out. And I mean, some of the things that I had to that I had to tend to there kind of like took longer than they were supposed to, but it's okay. And so then I was like, okay, well, I'm on my way out, and I didn't hear anything from you, and I was just like, something's going on. I don't know what's going on. It's stressing me out. And then I asked my son if he wanted to go to the zoo, and I was like, he doesn't like the zoo anymore. He was like, no, Mom, I love the zoo now. And then of course he has like these he had a shirt on and it says, "This man needs a beer." And he
Mhm.
was drinking these, I want to say like a margarita or something. And I'm like, "You're drinking a margarita, walking through the zoo."
Makes
I'm
sense.
like, "Okay." And he's just sweating. And I'm just like, you're gonna dehydrate.
Yeah.
That I was in mom mode. But it was great to have my kids together. It really was. I love my little tater tots.
How many kids you got?
Huh?
How many kids you got?
I have 3.
3.
Mhm. Yep.
Older, older, and then the little one.
I have 30, 16, 13.
Grandkids?
Mm-hmm.
How
Yes, yes,
many?
yes.
If you
I
don't
have
mind me.
I have a 16, 16, 13, 7, and 5 are their
Well,
ages.
well, I'm just saying this right now. Like, I would have done anything to have a grandma like
7 and
you.
6. Sorry, I think they're only like 11 months apart. So there's like, yeah.
Yeah. I would have done anything to have a grandma like you. You'd have been one of the coolest fucking grandmas ever. Like,
Okay, no banana.
my grandma was one of the most evil, nastiest women
I love my grandma.
I've ever known. And like, so I don't know. I like my mom's mom. She passed away when I was 18 months old, so I don't remember anything about her. You know what I mean? So I don't have nothing to compare to. But my first memory of my grandma, she's punching me in the mouth because I was singing a song. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I was like
Oh,
3.5, 4 years old. Oh yeah, knocking me clear across the kitchen in the front row. Yeah.
oh, I'm sure my son could tell you about a story. He was, I think he was in like 3rd or 4th grade, and he's tongue tied. Well, not anymore, but he was when he was littler. And he learned to make this elephant sound. Like, I can't do it, but it's like you put your lips together and you blow, and it makes like that little elephant sound. And he
Mm.
was so excited about it that he was running around the house doing it all day. And his nana was like, "You do that one more time, and you're going to have to do it nonstop for the rest of the night." And his little lips were so sore, like from him going, yeah, he was just like, he never wanted to do it again. Mm-mm. She was
No,
kind of, but
my
it's we were raised strict because we were raised from the country. So we didn't have like the city kind of raising. It was way more country, old
right.
fashioned. You get
Come
the
over here,
belt switch.
get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you weren't in the house by dusk, yep.
Yep. Yep.
Come
Like,
Uh,
home, come home when it starts turning dark.
yep. Like my grandma, she okay, so the last time I seen her, it was on Christmas morning. My mom was taking my little sisters and my dad to go out and see her because my dad was like saying, "This is probably my mom's last Christmas," you know what I mean? And I really, it sounds cruel, it sounds heartless, but I could really have cared less. You know what I mean? And my mom came in the front room. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm chilling." "What do you mean? What am I doing?" She's like, "Get up, get your ass ready to go. You're going to go with us to go see your grandma." I was like, "I don't want to go see. I don't want to go see her." Mind you, I'm like 22 years old. Okay, at the time, right? And
Mhm.
and I'm just like, I don't want to go see her. Like, I'm old, and she's like,
you're like, she's gonna be mean to me.
And she's like, get your ass up. She's like, this is your dad said this is probably his mom's last Christmas, and you're gonna give this to your dad. I was like, you son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, how did you throw that in my face? So I got up and I got ready. We went out and seen her and shit. And we were taking a picture and we are getting ready to leave. And my mom was like, go give her a hug. So I went. I gave her a hug. I was like, I
Hug.
was like, I was like, I love you, grandma. And she's like, well, I never loved you.
I'll
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like
she
be
oh
like,
yeah.
I won't pee on your grave later.
Oh yeah. So speaking of my grandma, now you want to hear one of my paranormal stories? Since I derailed your whole entire night. So um
Okay. Yeah,
speak-
come on with
speaking of my okay,
Annie
so
would
speaking
love
of my
doing it
grandma.
too. I think she might dig doing some paranormal stuff.
So we were fucking around with a Ouija board, right?
Oh, I don't mess with the Ouija board though.
Oh well yeah, well, some of us did, and I
Nope.
don't no more. But we were messing around with it, and it was my sister, my wife, and myself, and the planchette just it wouldn't cooperate. You know what I mean? And
What wouldn't
like
cooperate?
Wouldn't
the,
respond.
the planchette wouldn't respond. So I
There's no movement.
there was no
The
movement in the
what?
planchette. The
The
planchette, that's
planchette
the pointer for the Ouija board,
on the
Oh,
Ouija board that
right?
I was
moves
like,
and
the what?
Yeah, and
The
and
planchette?
it's called
planchette,
planchette. Yeah.
yeah, planchette, yeah. It's the
I'm
pointer
like,
that points to the
And it
letters
moves
and
around
it
the
moves it moves
spells,
it, it
things.
moves on
Yeah.
the
It's
board.
called the planchette.
Yeah, it's called a planchette.
I had no idea.
But I had this feeling. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. There's something weird. So I was like, I got off the Ouija board, and the planches started moving, and my my sister asked, "Who is this?" And it said, "Gma, Gma," and
Oh,
I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm across the room. I'm across the room,
But it was like strong. It
and
was like moving fast. Like
it was
strong.
GMA, and I was like, "Grandma," and it shot to yes, and I don't believe this shit. I was like, prove it to me. And she spelled out OJ, 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 and I about died, dude.
are
So
you kidding me?
no, I'm dead serious. Now, what OJ meant was literally meant orange juice. Now,
She wanted orange juice?
no. So when I was
That's
a, when I
terrible.
was a kid, when I was a kid, my grandma would lock me in her bedroom while all the other grandkids and shit went out and played. She always kept bubble gum in her top dresser drawer, and she'd give a piece out to all the other. I never got a piece of gum from my grandma. Okay, but what I would do is I would. I still to this day I can open up a pack of bubble gum, and unwrap the gum in it and put it back together, and you'll never know that it was opened. Okay.
Oh, the little paper?
Yep. I would take it apart. I'd take it apart. I'd lick all the frosting and stuff off of it. I even stuck it in my butt crack a few times. Not even
Oh
lying.
my God.
And I'd wrap it back up. I'd wrap it back
You
up,
probably
put it
had
back.
worms.
Oh no,
Did you
no.
give her worms?
Well, see, the cousins thought it was funny, and they would tease me that they got gum and shit. They'd come up to the bedroom window and blow bubbles,
Oh,
and
so then they would go and eat it after you'd get that? Oh my God.
was they're sitting there laughing at me for not having any gum. I'm looking at them like, ha ha ha, you're chewing on butt crack gum. Okay, so back to the orange juice. I
So
I,
why would
I
she give you any? That's not fair.
she locked
She
me out.
didn't like him. She did not like.
When I tell you my grandma didn't like, I mean, she
She was
didn't like
mean.
me.
She
She
was an
didn't like
evil
me.
woman.
She
Evil
was an
woman.
evil lady for me. Like she locked me out on Christmas, out on the front door, on the front porch
Him and one of his other cousins.
on
were
Christmas morning and shit. Like
out. Yeah.
she was mean. And so I was a kid and I got back at her and I'd pissed in her orange juice like 4 or 5 times.
Oh my
And
gosh.
right, right. Well, and she didn't catch on to it. And when that Ouija board started saying Gma, Gma, and I said, Grandma? And I was like, Grandma Hochstrasser? And it said no. And I was like, Grandma McGonagall? And it went to yes. And I was like, I don't believe it, prove it. And she literally spelled out OJ, OJ, OJ. And I was like, as soon as it said Grandma Becky, right on my forehead, bam, smack me, boom, and bounce my head up off the wall behind me, dude. And that's like,
Never touched again, huh?
I
never
should
took,
play some of these videos. I should stop this stream and start a new one and then play some of the videos from the the haunted clown motel.
yeah.
Mhm. Thank you so much, Extreme Paranormal, for that $4.99. You're amazing. He's laughing. He goes, pee in the OJ.
Yep.
I thought you were talking about OJ Simpson.
No,
I
no.
was like, what? Oh my
And
gosh.
see, nobody,
She's the only one that would know that. You
she
know
like,
about the
and the only way she would know, like, if it was her spirit, you know what I
How
mean?
did,
And,
how did
and
she find out?
well, 'cause once you pass
Oh,
away,
she tasted it.
no. I don't think she ever caught on. But after she
But she
died,
knows now because
she
after she
knows now
passed
because
on,
after
yeah.
you pass on, you gain all kinds of knowledge about shit. You know what I mean?
Oh man, think of all the things that we're gonna find out when we pass on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna find
Extreme
out what I did
Paranormal.
last
Yes,
night.
you should.
I slept.
Wow. Wow. That's nuts. See, I've Now, my grandparents, they've played with the Ouija board before, but I
I
mean,
had to prove to
I saw
myself.
some weird things. Do you remember a stream I did? I was doing a traveling stream, and I was talking about me seeing a little boy running through the house after they
Oh yeah.
had got done playing with the Ouija board, and I thought
Mhm.
it was my cousin. And so I'm a firm believer in the paranormal. And I do tarot cards and stuff. So I mean, I do believe in it, and but I'm a skeptic when it comes to the kind of card readers that are like, tell me what it is you want to know, right?
No, no,
I
no.
want to be able I
I
like being
want
able to do
you.
card
I
readings
want.
That's
and
why
I want
not know
you.
that's
anything.
why the Ouija board is so
Yeah.
it proved to myself that it was real. That it
Like
was
Oh,
actually
I
real.
like
definitely believe it's real.
because growing up
I
and
did
shit, you
after
know,
that.
you see friends and
I
stuff
was
at
like, it's
parties
real.
messing around, you know, and you never really know. But when you're with a group of people that you actually trust, and you can look at them in the eye and say, "Are you moving the planchette?" And they say no, and that motherfucker's moving, and you
Yep.
can trust
That
it.
told me right there,
Like
okay, it's real.
it,
Like
it's
this is
real.
real.
It's real. Like even before we
And it is
started,
no joke.
even before we started messing with the Ouija board, stuff was happening to me and my wife in this apartment we lived in, dude. Like I've been physically assaulted by entities, man. Nope, no bullshit. Knock me, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll save it for I'll save it for
Yeah,
the other
there's a
stream.
lot of we have a lot of
Oh
stories.
yeah, I'm telling you. Like when I told you the other night that I got some paranormal stories, I don't need to go ghost hunting to know that shit's real. I mean that.
I
I
still like
So
ghost
is
hunting.
so is
I
there
still
any
think
like
it's real.
paranormal stuff in that area where the hot springs are?
Oh yeah, all of southeast Idaho, especially this town I live in. Like we
I could
have
take you to some places
oh yeah,
for real.
like
Some places that
there's an old schoolhouse in this town called Chesterfield that's outside of town, like out in the woods a ways and
in
shit. And
between too.
um like there's just all different kinds of places here that are like
On the reservation,
j-
there's Indian burial
yeah
ground.
like
There's all kinds of places you can go. But
like
it's
yeah,
yeah,
like the high school that
scary.
I went to, it's haunted. Like I've seen a girl and her boyfriend, ghost forms hanging in the rafters. Oh yeah, dude. Like oh yeah, the place is like blocked off.
Creepy.
Like
Yeah, I'm
like
dead
I
serious.
seen pictures of that school, the Pocatello High School or whatever. That it was there's still dirt and horse trailer and horses and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They just added on since
It's
then. But
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
old.
yeah.
This is my little furry co-host. Huh, Rue?
Which one's that one?
It's Papa. It's the Papa.
Oh, nice. Where's the little girl at?
Little mama's right here. Little mama. She's gonna try to crawl up on my lap, so I gotta be careful with her. Mama.
Where's the where's the D2K puppy at?
The babies are sleeping right now.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, what? What about a new baby? That's what they want to know. Extreme Paranormal says, let the little demon out, Tainted. Yeah, we should. I will. That's what I'll do is I'll end this stream and I'll start a new one and I can play the video clips from the haunted clown motel, the most haunted clown motel in the US. How's that
Mostly,
sound?
mostly because it's probably the only haunted clown hotel in the United States. I'm just speculating.
It's nuts.
This is my mole. This is my mole.
Oh,
Yeah, he
look at
loves
your
Grandma.
baby.
Dude, he's such a pain in my ass because he
He
wants to
loves
be
it. He
right
loves
here
him.
all the time. It's like, dude, I can't do nothing with you like this,
But you
dude.
gotta love that because they feel your emotions. So, you know, I think my dog needs a therapist after having to deal with mommy for so long. But they do. They actually they they know when you're sad, they know when you're happy, and they're like, no, rub my belly because you know it's gonna ease your stress. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah,
Huh? Dada.
yeah. See, the thing with this one is I'm the first thing he ever seen when he opened his eyes. It wasn't his mama dog. It wasn't his doggy mom. It wasn't. It was me. Like eye to eye contact the first time he opened his eyes. So he's like, he thinks he's my soulmate, and it's like, sorry, bud, you got too many legs for me. You know,
Oh, but he loves
like
you.
you know.
They
But
do. And it's unconditional love. And see,
oh yeah.
that's so when I was going through the situation I was going through, I had um I had a Great Dane and I had two coonhounds,
Oh,
red bone
we had
red
a
bone
red
coon.
we had a red bone hound too. Yeah.
And they were both unalived because I wasn't able to take them to the battered women's shelter. So when that happened to me, I was like, that's not fair. And then when I had to revisit that situation and went through it again, the next time I had horses, I had chickens, I had ducks, I had a cow. And I literally had to pick what I wanted to keep the most. And that was probably the hardest thing to do, is to let go of something that you've raised and say, I'm sorry, mommy has to go. You can't come with.
That's
You
gotta
know
be.
what I mean?
Yeah, that would be.
And
But I get it.
but but I didn't have a choice. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I get it. I get it, but I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, because I've never had to do that. So I'm thankful I've never
It,
had
it
to do
was
that. That's,
it was
I'm did.
it was heartbreaking. And
No,
I said, if I ever get the opportunity to help someone in that situation, and since then, I've pretty much always had a farm. And I was like, that's my whole life's mission from this point out. The worrisome part was when I got sick and I felt like, am I going to be able to complete this task?
right.
And
Yeah.
and I have made a complete 180 from what I was a year
Mhm.
ago to now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like if you go back to my very first streams, I was like vibrant, and then it went through just, it was horrible. It was freaking horrible. I would like to say it's effing horrible. And now I'm just like, let's go. Let's do it. I'm not gonna stop. This is my life dream. It's my life stream. Is to make sure that I can help other people. As much help that I've had in this process that I've been going through, yeah.
I ac-
That's all I
I
want to do.
I actually shared out your YouTube information to somebody in my DBT group who was looking for a way out like that.
And she has pet animals, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's not an option. It's really, really, really not. That's devastating to me. It is. It's that they don't, and I understand it. Our government can't save everybody, but there is certain areas, especially in areas that it's so prevalent. They need resources in those areas.
Like I'm not just saying it because I live here, but Idaho is like the worst in the nation when it comes to mental health, when it comes to supporting survivors, domestic abuse survivors, sexual abuse survivors. Like we're at the bottom of the list, and they literally don't care. They literally don't care.
They don't. I I can't say they don't. There is a lot of animal advocacy groups that do understand and they do care. And the seminar, like a convention that I just recently went to, um, I went to an animal advocacy section, and when her and I were discussing it, she was just like, "Oh, so what brings you in today?" And I told her, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, there is only one other place in the US that has that ability to do that." So, I mean, what can we do? Start a trend, make it
Yep.
to where it is available to those that need it. Huh? For people
You-
like you.
Well,
Mm,
we know there's two people in Idaho that's down.
heck
Hmm.
yeah.
And if you can strategically place them, because right now there's only one on the East Coast, basically, and the West Coast. There's nothing really in between. So if you could strategically place them, say, one up in the Northwest, the Central West, I guess, one up in the Northeast, like one in the South, like Florida, and then one in the Central US that can accommodate that, it would help out tremendously. So
Oh,
that is my goal, is to get a trend started so that there's other facilities that can give that ability.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we still have to fight that 3-strike rule. And I'm still doing that live. I believe it's on the 30th. Yes. So you all stay tuned for that one too. Because that's going to be interesting. Oh, baby boy, what you whining about? Come here. I know. He wants his butt scratched. I know. He thinks it's all about him. He's like, I've taken care of you all these years, Mom. It's my turn. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's why we want to get that. That's why we want to get one from you. So this little dude right here has a friend.
Aw.
Yeah.
And they need a companion. And if I don't know how old he is. I don't know how friendly he is, but Dobermans are super needy.
Oh, he's
And
just she'll fit right in, I'm telling you. Yeah. He's so needy, it's ridiculous. Like he's got a really bad underbite and an overbite. And
oh, how
it's
cute.
yeah, it is. It's adorable. But he also it makes it so he has a hard time eating. He can't pick up like dry dog food and shit, right? So
Or he just won't. He
or
just
flat out won't eat. So we gotta like cut his food into smaller chunks of shit for him, or he won't eat.
Aw.
Yeah.
Poor little guy. How old is he?
He's going on 4. Or no, he'll be
Is
he'll be.
it just the underbite that makes it hard for him to eat?
Well, he's got a. It's like his underbite's so bad. Like here, I'll show you real quick.
Oh, we get to see the doggy's teeth. Doggy teeth.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can make you big.
Need to go, boy.
Oh, look at it, just laying there.
Turn your camera on, baby. Your left flashlight. Oh. See that? Well, that's a good one.
Oh. He's like, what are we doing? Am I at the dentist?
From back here, baby. Shine from back here behind me.
Okay.
See, look. Come here. You're okay, buddy.
It's okay,
You're
good.
okay, buddy.
It's okay. We're not doing nothing.
Oh.
Like it's like he's got it's really small. It's like, yeah. His bottom jaw.
He likes to chew bones though, and so he scratches
But yeah.
lips up and stuff.
He's got a really bad one. Like, hang on, grandson.
It's okay.
Oops. Where did they go? It's just the two of us. He'll hop back on. Should we do it extreme? Should we post the videos? Here, let me pop that back up there in case he needs it. So I hope everyone is doing well. Mr. Needy Pants is trying to steal the show. Go figure. Let's see. I don't know where he went, Mr. G2K. Oh, him zip back. There you go.
I think the dog pawed it off. I think the dog pawed my screen.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, did you see when lifted his lips up how far it is? It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think bulldogs. I think it's like English bulldogs. They also have a really funky. Some of them have a really funky underbite or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an expensive diet, but you can always try them on mixing a little bit of hamburger meat in with their food, so they're still getting like the protein and nutrients that they need.
Oh, he don't eat dog food, ladies and gentlemen. If we're having tacos, his grandma fixes him his own fucking taco.
Not with everything though. Just every once in a while, I'll give him a little bit. You know.
He eats human food, ladies and gentlemen, and he loves it, and he's healthy.
He eats dog food too, though.
There is probably going to be 10 vets that are going to chime in and say, oh no, that's terrible. But let me say, every time I fed my dog food, he ends up with a urinary tract infection and he ends up peeing blood. So I've always kept him on ground beef, and he gets to have dog food as a filler if he gets the munchies. But typically, they eat human food. If I
Yeah.
can't eat it, then he shouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
Right.
We've had him for like going on 4 years now, and he's probably ate 15 pounds of dry dog food in his entire life.
Yeah, I don't think it's healthy for them
Yeah,
at all.
no. And like yeah. He eats human food. Like just last night he got his own fucking bowl of potato soup. And
he didn't really eat much of it.
and he loves his vegetables.
He usually likes to eat try to eat ours and then leave
Yeah.
his for afterward.
Yeah. He he loves green bell peppers, red bell peppers are his favorite. Mushrooms, tomatoes, fucking like he loves them. So
Peppers,
what
yeah.
like we had a dog that lived off nothing but chocolate bars and jerky for 35 years almost. Okay?
Wow.
Well,
See,
not
and
quite
they
35
say
years.
chocolate's
But
bad for them, but I think it's like, like the cacao, which is like the Hershey's cacao, that it's like the baking chocolate. That
yeah.
isn't good for them, but like a little a little bite every now and then, depending on the size of the dog too. It's like a little bite every now and then. I don't think it's that
So
detrimental to their health.
so this dog we're talking about, she was a full-blooded basset hound, right? Both of her
I
paws,
love
both
basset hounds. They're so cute.
both of her paws were twisted, right? In the front. And her name was Cuddles, okay? My little sisters literally stole this dog from the neighbors, okay? And was like, no, we're not letting them take it back. They're mean to this dog. And the neighbor said, fine, just keep the dog. So my little sister, you know how they'd sell candy and stuff in schools back then, door to door and stuff? Well, one of the prizes was a 5-pound chocolate candy bar, right? 5-pound chocolate candy bar. And she was bound determined that she was going to win that son of a bitch. And we kept on telling her, like, sweetheart, don't get you know what I mean? Like, that's good to look forward, but don't expect. Well, the little shit won it. Okay. This dog ate 4 pounds
Oh my goodness.
of this chocolate bar and was like, I want more. Didn't get the shits, like nothing. Like, she'd look at dog food like, you want me to eat that? No. Give me my spaghetti or my watermelon. Feed me down. Like, give me my own plate. Like, junk food. That dog lived until she was 30 years old. I swear to God, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's cute when horses eat watermelon because it makes them drool. And they have this big giant thing of drool hanging, and they're just like, give me more.
Like me, because I don't got teeth. Like, it happens.
It's okay. You know what? God is going to bless you, and you just have to think that way.
Hey, I'm just thinking like
He's gonna
this.
tell you to stand in the right line next time.
Well, that's not funny.
I missed the butt line.
She said God's gonna tell you to stand in the right line this time. Because that's what I tell everybody. That's what I tell everybody what happened to my ass. Like they're like, I was like, no, this was a choice I made in heaven. I thought I thought asses was like, probably not something I was interested in. So I went and stood in this other line over here, like the ego line, got a bigger or something. You know what I mean? I just totally skipped the ass line in heaven. So
it's just a joke.
So it's just a joke. Maybe next time I'll stand in the ass line like God said I should have. So I'm just saying.
I asked for boobs and brains, and I totally forgot about the butt part.
Well, I asked for an amazing wife and miracle children, and I got both. So there you go.
You're really trying to get some brownie points, aren't you?
No need to. What's that?
He already won the cake. What are you talking about?
Oh, for sure, man. If you want to talk about a sweet tooth, I don't got teeth, and I'm telling you, she gives me a sweet tooth.
Oh,
she's the cake. She's
Mm-hmm.
the candy store.
She is. She is.
But you know what? Maybe I will set that live up for tomorrow afternoon. How's that sound? I'll set that live up for tomorrow afternoon, and we can go through all the video footage of the haunted clown.
Yeah. And then tomorrow evening, tie-dye Tuesday. Tie-dye Tuesday.
What are you going to tie-dye this?
Tuesday.
You're going to tie-dye this one?
I'm going to do Ghostface.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm going to do Ghostface this week.
What's that?
So did you see the tie-dye I did last week?
Mm-mm.
It didn't turn out to his.
It didn't turn out. I don't like it that much. I mean, it's okay, but so for Halloween, go ahead.
I go, let's see it.
I'm getting there. I'm fat, so it takes me a minute to get up and get moving sometimes. So 2 weeks ago, I did the pumpkin, right?
Hmm.
And last week, I did the Jason Voorhees mask from Friday the 13th.
Okay.
And then
I don't
this,
know how do you I still don't understand how you know where to put the little scrunchies in.
you'll
Yet
have to catch it.
make
Like you have to catch a live stream. That's the whole thing. You
but
want
I've
to know?
watched it, and I still don't understand how to do
Hold
the
on a second.
scrunching part and all the yeah, I just it doesn't make sense to me. Like, my little brain, it just doesn't look at that. Look
Ditch,
how
yeah.
pretty that is.
What do you see?
You can see the two eyes or whatever and the nose, but you
You know
can't
who
really.
Jason?
There's
You know
the
who
2
Jason
eyes,
Voorhees is?
nose.
Yeah, you know who Jason Voorhees is, right?
I see the face. I see the mask.
Yeah.
The mask is in the middle.
Yeah. But all this, like this darker stuff right here, this should have been moss green, and it didn't turn out right. It's got too much orange in it. The face is all kind of scrunched together, but
I
it is
still
what it is.
think it looks good because I couldn't have done anything like that, so I'm just saying.
So tomorrow I'm gonna be doing Ghostface, and that's the masked killer from Scream.
Oh, it's the one that goes like this with the long
Yeah, with the long jaw. Yeah, with the long jaw and the long eyes. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then coming up is my favorite times for doing tie dye because it's Christmas time. And then I'll show you guys how to do a Christmas tree with different color light bulbs on it. Um,
Didn't you do one of
frost-
those last year?
yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah.
I think
Um,
you did because I remember seeing that show.
yeah. And then candy canes, snowmen, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
That is awesome. I wish I could do that.
Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. You know, the one-eyed green guy.
Isn't that the big
I,
blue guy or
no,
green?
that's the green guy, the one-eyed green guy.
The little guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I did a whole family.
Do a big old mistletoe on tapestry.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
I did a Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. for a family of 3 kids and a mom and a dad. All of them, they had matching shirts. Yeah. So, but
So
yeah.
I like to buy silly clothes for the holidays. So for like Halloween and like Christmas and stuff. So I like to buy little silly clothes and then take family photos and torture everybody. Hmm.
Right.
Even the animals, they get to get dressed up too. But
Just like
so
most
I
people
will.
do.
What I'm gonna do is when I get done here, I'm gonna set up the live stream for tomorrow, and then we get to go through all the videos from the Haunted Clown Motel. And I think I'll probably give those videos over to Extreme Paranormal over here in the chat, and he can actually post the video on his page.
Nice.
So
Oh yeah.
It's kind of faded.
It's kind of
I,
faded. You see that? You see it?
what does it say?
It says peace. Peace. And it's got some
Oh,
mushrooms
I
in
see
it.
it.
Some mushrooms. It's
Oh, I was gonna
some
say, are
flowers.
those mushrooms? But you said it before I could say it.
Yeah.
That is cute.
It's like
I love it.
it's just like 6, 7 years old.
I don't know.
But
I think you do a good job.
I drew that on there and then tie dyed it. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch a little closer because I think that is really cool, and I love making slash shirts and stuff. And that would look cool if I could make tie dye slash shirts.
Oh yeah.
Uh huh.
We can teach you anything you want to know about tie dye, man. We got shelves wrapped in it and shit.
The hardest part is waiting for the time that you have to wait for the.
Yeah, I get impatient.
Rinse it out.
I get impatient. Like they say you wait 3 days to rinse it out. Like I've literally walked from the kitchen sink to the bathtub and rinsed out shirts before just because I wanted to see how they turn out.
Oh my goodness. Is it so they
Yeah.
can soak in so it like cures the ink?
That's what
Cures
they
in?
say, but I figured out some tricks to make it so you can bypass some steps and about 60
I
hours of
don't
wait
care
time.
what they say. I just rinse it out when I want to.
Yep. Yep. It's all about how it's just all about how you prepare it and shit, man.
I tried dyeing a shirt once. It didn't turn out very well. Didn't say it wasn't the right kind of material or something.
Yeah, there's different. Like you can tie dye just about anything, but they got it.
Soda ash brings out the brightness of the
Yeah,
colors and stuff.
like they have a fiber reactive dye that only works for cotton. They have a satin dye that only works for satin. You know, wool, leather.
Hmm.
So
You know, I
yeah,
have some sheep. We could spin our own wool.
yeah,
I'm so
that could be
funny.
cool.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
and then you can
That'd be
tie
some
dye
killer
it.
yarn. Yeah, I was just gonna
But
say
let
that'd be some
me.
killer yarn. That'd be some killer yarn.
I know.
Tie
That's what
dye.
I was thinking. You could tie dye the yarn, and then when you knit stuff, it would come out like really pretty. But
Yeah,
let me jump off here, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all. Thank you, G2K, as always.
Love
Miss
you.
and my favorite little Miss Sugar Glider.
No, I
She's
love
such a
you.
doll. If anybody else ever gets a chance to meet her, she's amazing. Gotta love her.
Oh, thank you.
So
that's
I will get that
yeah.
live stream set up for tomorrow.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Love you all. Everyone have a good night.
Have the day you deserve to have.
You too. You too, Danny. Love you, Missy.
Bye.